Hey guys, welcome back to the Hot Tea channel where we spill tea left, right, and everywhere in between. In today's video, we are covering some recent internet tea for you, including Shane Dawson's new video, Trisha Paytas coming out of drama retirement, David Dobrik joining in on YouTube retirement, and Jeffree Star seemingly just staying out of everything and getting a new baby. But before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new tea. And also make sure to head over to the Hot Tea Twitter account where you can follow us and send us any tea or topics that you would like to hear about, including any deep dive topics that you are interested in us covering. Alright, there is a lot to get into, so get comfy and let's spill some tea. Shane Dawson has been teasing this new video and this possible new series for a while, and finally he has dropped his newest video titled Conspiracy Theories with Shane Dawson 2022 this week. And while I personally do enjoy conspiracy videos, I don't enjoy this title. Maybe I'm just nitpicking, but come on. Anyway, in the new video, timed around 47 minutes, Shane features his brother in a discussion about the simulation theory and breaks down a bunch of points as to why or how this might all be possible and the world that we're living in might not be exactly what we all think it is. Shane and his brother have done a conspiracy video together before. That one was all about the flat earth theory, and apparently Shane's brother is very knowledgeable on the conspiracy topics. The video feels very much like an old Shane Dawson conspiracy video, but like with an upgrade or something. While the theme music is the same, the intro is new and the quality obviously is a little better as well. In tangent to the discussion about the simulation theory with his brother, Shane is also doing these sort of psychic exercises called target tasks with Ryland, Ryland's mom and Morgan, which basically involves Ryland and crew printing off a picture that Shane does not see, putting it in an envelope and then writing a code on that envelope, then giving it to Shane, who basically guesses what the image is by writing a bunch of seemingly random words on a piece of paper. It's like an exercise using the subconscious mind, and the act of writing out words on the paper is something to keep the conscious mind busy, while the subconscious mind can see that image. Anyway, I did think that Ryland in the background wearing his heeled Crocs was hilarious, but that's unrelated. Shane's brother says with technology and science and etc. that the ultimate goal is to be able to download consciousness, and that all of our phones are kind of already doing this. All the stuff that we search on apps and all the purchases we make on shopping apps and every post we make on social media platforms, it's stored and they can basically figure out our next moves and thoughts on that data. An example is provided with a story about a teenage girl whose father was mad at Target and wondering why she was receiving baby product coupons in the mail, and it turns out that she was actually pregnant but had told no one. We've likely all heard of these things happening or experienced it ourselves, so it's not surprising anymore, but they also bring up glitches in the Matrix, like planes hovering but not flying, cameras catching people disappearing in the background. Creepy. Shane's brother says that these glitches could be attributed to too much activity on the servers or whatever, but he says that he likes to think that it's a sign from our creators to quote-unquote wake up. He reckons that we are experiencing, now more than ever, people waking up, and that the education system might have a little something to do with this brainwashing, as we start school around 5 years old and we're all taught basically the same things, and that kind of continues until we're adults. Shane's brother says that this could be why a lot of people in their early 20s are having breakdowns. This kind of triggered a thought in my mind. I did just a little research right now, and in 2022, there has been a distinct decline in the number of people going to college. And this is based on American numbers, by the way, sorry. But anyway, there has been a distinct decline in the number of people going to college, especially since the pandemic, and I think we can all kind of see that just looking around as well. While there are still plenty that aspire to head to higher education, most people are venturing into the world of entrepreneurship, and a lot of times what people are interested in doing for a career nowadays doesn't require a college degree. A lot of influencers and motivational speakers as well have come out and said that college is just not necessary like it may have used to have been, and a lot of more people are opting out. In addition to possibly not needing the degree or whatever, a lot want to avoid student fees and student debt, as the way with things currently are in the economy, millennials and Gen Z are finding it next to impossible to buy homes like past generations have already done by this age. So any high-priced things, including education, are just not as possible as they used to be, quite frankly. But anyway, that was a complete side train of thought. Shane and Ryland will apparently be living in their LA home part-time here and there, so we likely will be seeing more of that house in the coming videos. They brought the animals along with them on this trip, so this kind of indicates that they will be there for a while. They had talked about selling the house and stuff, but it seems that they want to keep the house, and this could maybe be because Shane is making videos again, so who knows. In Ryland's latest vlog is where it is mentioned that they will be part-time in LA, and this was for Ryland buying a new Tesla, which of course they show off and immediately mukbangan during that vlog. And I really have to say I am so over these YouTubers constantly feeling the need to eat on camera. Like, please, dear God, stop. Anyway, for those of you who are interested in conspiracy theory videos or enjoyed Shane's old content, this is probably a video that you would enjoy, while I still kind of feel it just lacks something, but I don't know how to explain that really. But maybe you are not a Shane fan and don't want to give him the views. You're welcome for watching it for you. Shane has been sharing in his Instagram story that he has finally been able to look at his Instagram mentions for the first time in forever, and is so happy to see that everyone is watching and enjoying his new video. Anyway, let's stay on this generation's side of YouTube and talk about Miss Trisha Paytas again. We talked about Trisha yesterday and how she decided to chime in with David Dobrik and basically try and say that she was cancelled because of him or whatever, and she's back today with yet another TikTok referencing the David situation. Green screening a tweet that basically props Trisha up on a pedestal for calling out David Dobrik long ago, and that it took a man to bring light to the situation. This was something that was discussed a lot during the frenemies time, and Ethan said on multiple occasions that Trisha was right and that no one had listened to her. Sure, that seems to be the case, but I think this comment is pretty interesting. And outside of that comment, the rest of her comment section basically says that she did a lot worse and that she's also a liar and that it doesn't erase anything that she did. And I agree with that also. But I think we need to remember that Trisha lives and breathes for the internet, and while she may say that she is out of the drama, anything that is trendy or popping on social media, Trisha will get involved in. It's how she has built her entire career, and it's how she's going to continue her career. Mukbangs become big, she did that. ASMR, she's right there. Hauls, yup. Vlogs, duh. Literally every single TikTok trend, yup. And not to mention all the religions and diets that you can think of. And now that David is all over the headlines and everyone is talking about him again, of course she has something to say and get views off the back of that. And this particular topic, she was actually with David and knows him fairly well, and they ran in the same circles, so she does have a leg to stand on when it comes to a well-formed opinion based on experience. But again, referring back to this comment. In short, it's no surprise, and honestly, I fully expected it, and I expect her to say more soon, but don't worry, the Hot Tea channel will be here for you to spill the tea and call out her bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, let's talk about David Dobrik himself. He is apparently quitting YouTube to pursue a career in fishing.
Do you want to give up YouTube? Yeah, somewhat. I don't know. I kind of do. I've completed everything I wanted to finish on YouTube. Like, I'm like really content with those videos, and like, that's it. Like, I do want to put a bow on it and wrap it up and be like, can I go fishing? Right. Whatever it is. I don't know.
David says that he was so much happier back in the day and that his mindset has completely changed now. Is he also kind of saying that he would like to retire his current YouTube career with a bow and put it on a shelf? Like, obviously metaphorically speaking, but like, with everything going on, do you think a bow on a shelf is the best option for a lot of the content that you've put out, David? I mean, considering that we're all aware of content that contains SA and R-word allegations and almost manslaughter and disregard for humans, and humans doing stuff for the views and maintaining a very destructive and culty atmosphere while taking advantage of your social status to exploit people that want to get into the same industry. I mean, I could go on, but a bow? Okay, sure. David says that his least favorite question back in the day of his super content was when people ask, who is the real David? And he goes on to say that that was him. That yes, while a lot of content is obviously made and filmed and some stuff is staged or fake or whatever, the creation of content in the process is very real to him. David says that people are different as they age, who he is now versus who he was back then, and that every step of the way you change. Jason challenges this idea and says that creating is not a reality, but David disagrees. Anyway, this is not the first time that David has mentioned retiring or quitting YouTube, as there has been talk in the past of no more vlogs and there has been cancellations and whatnot, but I'm sure David is going nowhere, or at least not permanently. Possibly he has seen that time off has somehow granted Shane Dawson forgiveness and acceptance back on YouTube, so you guys think it's possible that David is considering a move like that? Maybe he'll go quiet for a while and then return in the future? Let's discuss in the comments below, because I really enjoy looking through what you guys have to say on the topics that we discuss on this channel. And while yes, it's internet drama and tea, there are still some important things that we talk about here and there. And I think specifically with the David Dobrik situation, I would really like to know your thoughts. And just to finish on somewhat, I guess, on a lighter note, lighter note really just meaning that there is a puppy involved. Jeffree Star got a new puppy and shared a new vlog with us this week. Jeffree has been living that yak life up in Wyoming, and even though he's still active on social media and is doing product launches and parties and stuff, and even being questioned about some of the difficult and problematic situations from the past, Jeffree Star is kind of maintaining this attitude of drama-free happiness and peace and love and whatever. Like, a lot of you might say it's all bullshit and it's an act and he's just another YouTuber or influencer who is trying to distract us from the past and hopes enough time will go by that we'll forget until the next scandal. I just gotta think that the happiness and whatever is legit. Don't come for me, but I don't think it's an act, to be honest, and that's fully just my opinion. During Jeffree's new vlog, he introduces us to the puppy and then takes us on an adventure to LA and then to Paris for a Louis Vuitton fashion show, and the vlog really just acts as another reminder of how rich he is. But hey, turns out that the first-class airplane food is trash, so maybe the rich and expensive high life is not all it's cracked up to be. This cast of characters are some of YouTube's OGs, and could we be looking at some future collabs with Jeffree and Shane again? Is Trisha's attempt at showing how she was right all along and has never been the problem working? Is this the last of David Dobrik? Literally, who knows? But this is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell as we do post new videos every single day. And for now, let's share some eye bleach and pretend that jet setting whenever we want for luxury fashion shows is an option.